Well, I just did a firewood delivery, and one of my customers has a friend around the corner that just had all these trees taken down. This is all oak here, and down the way is maple. But this stuff is so hard to split. I'm gonna grab a few of these oak rounds and call it a day. I've had a long day loading wood. You definitely need a splitter. This maple won't split. You can see the pieces, how irregular. I mean, they're all cut up into chunks out of that massive tree that came down from the power company, cut it down. But this oak splits real nice. I'm gonna take this little pile of oak right here and just add it to my collection. Since I'm out here doing it, I'm gonna grab a little bit of it. All right, everybody, welcome. Just a quick video today. These are all of the oak rounds that I brought home yesterday. Well, except there's a couple beech rounds here. I'm not gonna mess with these, but I'm just gonna split this up real quick and add it to my pile back here, and I might add a pallet to the side so I can stack it there for next year's stuff. So here we go. Now this stuff splits really easy. I mean, it's a large oak tree, but it splits like a dream. The maple was not splitting. See that? See how easy it splits? I knocked a few of these rounds in half yesterday just so they were easier to lift into the truck. That's why I was saying that. This first piece or two here, though, is trying to make me look bad, but overall it was splitting very nicely. I mean, it cracks right open. Should have warmed up first. And again, I think the oak smells good. No problems at all. I was smelling it in my truck when my truck was in my garage, and I thought the same thing. The garage kind of smelled like fresh oak. I think it's kind of a nice, sweet smell. But then again, not everybody does and likes things that I do. That's why this piece is giving me problems. Both of these pieces have issues. basically split, but it's still just hanging on. That's pretty much burnable. It's a little large though on one side. There. Sharp. Yeah, you can see the water in that wood where it started to dry out where they cut the ends of the tree, kind of through here, and then how wet this is. Back dry. It's dry right along this outer edge, and then moisture. Look how dry that is, all the way to right here. Okay, I forgot I had the wheelbarrow full of more oak. So I got a few more to go. And this one isn't splitting. It's a banana log, and it's got a big knot right here in this area. It's all knotted up. I don't even know if that will split. Poison ivy vine on this thing right here. Right there. Really don't want to touch that. Watch out. Okay. Knock these last few pieces out. So in this piece, they got a little off with the chainsaw, and it's got a big slice. I'm trying to keep that on without shattering it. I don't know why, I just am. Because it'll all break off if I hit it right on. So that piece is going to look something like this. It's going to be a slab. I might be able to cut that in half. Split it in half. Okay, that'll work. Go from the other side and get it started. See, it goes all the way down to there. And that is a large, that's a lot of kerf. Pretty large chainsaw chain. And it's as wide as my finger. The entertainment is up next. I shouldn't have even brought that one home. I'll probably use the chainsaw on it. Sometimes I get into something and I start a job and I want to finish it. Spoke too soon. I got another piece. That piece is next. Pretty good. Piece is a little large. I think I'm gonna make it a little more friendly. All right, I don't even know if this is worth messing with. I hit it a few times and it's cracked all the way down to here, but it's just curved and knotted. There it goes. It was dried out yesterday when I split it. No problemo. Look at the inside of that one. That may just be the difference between a 6-pound maul and a 4-pound splitting axe, guys, because I was wailing on it pretty good yesterday and I only got it to crack a little bit. I feel comfortable swinging that 6-pound maul. I think that's a 36-inch handle and I just feel accurate with that, and I'm considering buying an 8-pound maul. It'll just be a little bit different to swing. All right, well that's good. Yeah, I mean this one's, I'm not going to show you close up, but that other piece had a big snarled up knot, and down here it's all, I mean it's all wavy, and this piece right here might be done. It's thin at the top and flared out at the bottom. It's got a rotten spot in it. This one doesn't smell quite so sweet. I think that's just going to be a big old piece of oak. An all-nighter. Or at least a 2 or 3 hour, or let's try. I don't want to mess with you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Here we go. You can see how curved that is. I got a few things moved around so I can fit this pallet on here, and the rest of this stack is all going to be oak and hardwoods on top of my cedar. I know that doesn't make sense. I know where it is though. This is just where the oak needs to go. It's a sunnier spot than down there, so I'm going to put the oak here. So I got this oak stacked, and I'm glad I picked it up. I only got a little bit of it, but my customer told me about it, and it was right around the corner, so I went to look at it. And while I was there with an empty truck and a saw, and I was dirty, I might as well pick up a few rounds. So I got the stuff that looked like it would split easy. The rest of it that's left is all knotted stump pieces and stuff. But I mean, if you take this section right here, which is about what I got about a third of a face cord or a third of a rick. So it'll help me next year, and it's some nice wood. I'd like to burn some of this myself or put it in the smoker. It's really nice oak. It was a big tree. So I don't know, what does that come out to? 25, 30 bucks or something? I guess it's worth the time to go around there and grab a few for 15 minutes. So speaking of oak, if you guys are following the channel, I tried to do an air layering of this oak, and it was the week of August 28th or 26th, the last week of August. And I may not have put, it's got a decent amount of soil in it there. It may be a little bit small of a soil ball, but I was having a hard time getting it in there. My maple is right below it, so I didn't want to get all messy. And I don't know if this is going to work at all, but I'm going to open it next spring sometime. And this oak tree is just not doing real well. I mean, they all get some stuff, but look at the leaves. I mean, they got sun scorch, and they kind of are. Now it is fall, so you can see they're starting to turn already, colors. But the leaves didn't look real healthy by the end of the year. And they'll probably come back fine next year, but hopefully this tree doesn't have any type of oak wilt or anything. I mean, oak wilt usually kills trees very fast within a matter of weeks or a month or two. So if it comes back next year, I'm pretty sure it's not oak wilt. It's probably just sun scorch. And it may have got a bunch of dust on the leaves and stuff from my wood chips. I don't know. But the wood chips are all settling down really nice now, and they are compacting and reducing and drying and shrinking down, and there's no more mold that I can see, really. I mean, I'm sure there's some down underneath, but they're doing really well. So anyways, I'm gonna have to prune this tree because it's growing straight sideways. I mean, you can probably see how it's growing. I hate that it's being shaded out by everything else, but look, I mean, it just goes that way, the whole tree, and it doesn't hardly have a top on it. I mean, up there, it just goes to the left. So I hate that nice little oak tree didn't have a good go of it, but it's got a cedar tree right there behind it, and this hackberry, and it just can't get out of that. I don't really want to cut that cedar down either. It's providing some good privacy, and it'll break my fence and everything. It'll be a big pain in the butt. But hopefully, instead of just pruning this oak tree and throwing it away, I'll get an air layering off of it. And I could probably also do this branch right here, but it doesn't look real healthy either. It comes out, the sun is shining on it. Okay, that little branch there comes out. Well, maybe it's not dead. It's got a little dead piece on it over there. I was looking at that other piece is dead. But I could probably do a second air layering of that little branch. I may try to do that. I don't know. If I get time here this fall, I can try.